That wood
Desunoto.
panel on the
I'm
front.
live. I'm live. I'm live.
Yeah, the wood panel on the
All right,
floor.
let's get this started.
And I don't know why Desunoto's drinking a
He's
spyglass.
not.
It
He's
looks like
spyglassing up.
it looks like he's drinking a giant cup of coffee. Um,
Sure.
and myself, Genesis. Gentlemen, how we doing this fine Tuesday? All
See
right.
ya.
See you later, man. Um, we got a couple things to
he's
talk about
gone.
this week, obviously. Whenever
I
he
can't
decides to
see
come
him
back down.
anymore.
He exited the atmosphere. He's gone. There he comes.
Alright.
Apple.
Couple things to talk about this week, but as always, we always start everything off with what did we play last week, guys? Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. You always go first, you stupid fuck. I'm gonna go first.
This is a family show. This is a family
Shut
show.
up. You're right. It's a family show. Kevin, watch your mouth.
Show.
I actually want to go first because I actually want to give a quick shout out to Trevor Moore. He was one of the founding members of The Whitest Kids You Know, a comedy troupe that got me through high school, and Kevin, I know, likes him as well. Casey, big fan, or whatever the hell we're calling him. Sure, Truth, I don't care. I already forgot. I moved on.
Catacumbus. Catacumble.
Is that the one we're going with? Catacumble?
Chartreuse.
Catacumble. Alright, we can call them all
Catacumble.
different things. Doesn't really matter. Real quick shout out to him. Also, the theme song to The Whitest Kids You Know is the Crafting a Chat theme song. I literally sing over that theme. The Crafting a Chat. It's literally the same theme. So that's why I never really recorded it or posted it, because it's copywritten and we stole it. So, yeah, I've been watching a lot of Whitest Kids You Know sketches, so shout out to him and his family. I feel so bad he died in an accident. He was only 41. So I saw that and I did not expect it. That one shocked me to my core, as Kevin knows. The last one to shock me to my core was Granty Mahar. Kevin was there for that one as well. What I play? Some Minecraft. I was playing some Minecraft. Mostly in Tentacle Man. Didn't really do too much in this world. I don't think I did anything. I fixed it. I fixed the world. I rebuilt everything from the ground up. I didn't use a backup save. I had to rebuild everything, so be proud.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I used the backup save.
That I did.
Yeah, I used the backup save. I used the other backup save that I had because I knew you might make a mistake, so I had like 3 backup saves just in case.
What do you mean? You knew I would make? You know what?
Because you hit the button sometimes. Desunoto, there used to be a button right here. I don't know if you remember. There used to be a button right here, and that also connected to the thing. So Desunoto could have hit it, but I removed that button, so he couldn't do anything, and he still really can't. So, actually, I don't even know. Here, go ahead and hit that for me. See what happens. L2.
You always got to remind them the controls, you know. Oh god.
All right, cool. There you go.
All right. Totally forgot that was a thing.
All right, that might go on forever now. Yeah. All right, give me one secarino. There we go. We're good. I'll fix that later. Well, I mean, you can still use it. It should still launch them. It just shouldn't repeat. But yeah, game-wise, what did I play? I played, Spyro 2. I got the platinum in that. It's got the platinum in like 3-4 days. Thank you. Nice. It's my 81st platinum.
Oh my god, look at you. You're so old now.
I know. Working on my, I started Spyro 3. I only got 2 trophies, and then I was like, I don't feel like playing Spyro anymore. Spyro 2, quick review. Little jank every so often. Like when it puts you like on like hang gliders, or you're using other machines, or you're on ice. Like all that has not aged well, and I was talking to our one friend Chris. His name is actually Chris. He big Spyro fan. We were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, I'm bumping that soundtrack. I'm playing with my headphones on, got those turned up because it's still a fantastic soundtrack, beautifully remastered in the trilogy. I was like, yeah, it's pretty jank, and he's like, yeah, it wasn't as jank in the originals. And I'm like, I believe you, but I also kind of don't because I know you're nostalgic for them. So I don't know if anybody else can speak on that. If the
I can probably
Reignited
speak on that.
trilogy,
It's yeah, the
you're right.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways,
Not
I had a
convinced,
tough
but all right.
time getting on my bed.
I get it, but
Adam can understand that one. The original trilogy that was on PS1, it wasn't as bad. I think this is much better than the jank that was on the original. I remember the original. It
okay.
was, I mean, it was PS1, so
I'm confused because you said the original wasn't as bad, and you said this
no,
one's got less jank. The
it's
Reignited
got less
trilogy.
jank. It's got less jank. It's less. It meaning it wasn't as bad as a lot of people remember it to be. It's when you play like I popped the PS1 version in I don't know maybe a year or two ago, and I tried playing that one. When I thought it was going to be more janky, it wasn't. And then
You have a
the
PS1?
yeah the what do you call it, the remember the one that we had in the box?
I have it.
You have it?
Yeah.
What did you play it on? What is this? What happened? Either you are misremembering or he caught you in a lie and you're very confused. I have no idea what's going on. Kevin, how's your day?
No, I played this. Did I not play it on the PS1?
When did you play? You weren't here a year ago.
Where did I play this then? I distinctly remember playing the original after I had played the Reignite. What what the Reignited trilogy, because when I platinum it, I went back to the original. Where the heck did I just ROM that on a computer and play that then? I thought that I popped it in the PS1.
Honestly, you might have had a dream or a stroke. I don't know. I'm concerned. I
Oh,
played the original Spyro about a year ago as well. Turned on my PS3. Desunoto, you don't have that, correct? I still have my PS3.
Correct.
You didn't steal mine? Okay, cool. Just making sure. Um, I played the original on my PS3 like a little over a year ago, because I just wanted to see like how much of a difference. There's clearly a difference. Like it plays much better in the Reignited trilogy, and the cameras doesn't suck. And
I
I
didn't think the camera sucked that bad on the Reignited trilogy.
no, in the original, I'm saying the camera sucked in the original so bad.
Oh.
I cannot handle that camera like at all. It does not turn when I want it to. It's an
It
active
was a
camera,
PS1.
but I'm like,
Yeah, it was a
turn off.
PS1 active camera.
I
I
know,
don't think
but
analog was a thing that people regularly went with back then.
no,
Because I
they
don't think
didn't.
that game required.
As you remember, in my in the quiz, the second analog stick on the PS1 controller wasn't added until some years after the PS1 came out, so it wasn't a common thing to have for
Yep.
PlayStation 1 games. And then it still wasn't widely used for another couple of years. It wasn't really
Yeah, because then
used until Monkey Ball, or was that the last single
Ape
stick
Escape.
game? Yeah, Ape Escape. Thank you. I just read Monkey Ball is
Freaking
on
amazing
PlayStation
game.
again, so
Ape
uh,
Escape is so fun.
I never
never
played
played it.
Escape.
Never played it.
Oh, you gotta. Come on.
No, not my type of game. So, and I don't gotta
Maybe
do
if I
anything.
go get that
So.
PS1 from Desunoto,
Wait
I'll
a
go get
minute.
it and
Wait a
I'll
minute.
play it.
Wait a minute. Back it up. No, back up this train. It's not your type of game, but Spyro is? Explain.
Spyro isn't his type of games. He's playing Spyro because it was
I originally
something he
played the
liked
Oh,
playing.
first
my
game.
mistake.
Yeah, I originally
Okay.
played the first game and I enjoyed it enough, but I was always more of like I'd rather play Crash. Um,
He
Spyro
was a Crash
2,
kid.
I dabbled in back in the day, but I never got far in it. And I honestly don't even know if I ever really beat Spyro 1. I think I did, I'm just not sure. So
I
me playing Spyro 2 recently is the very first time I've played through that entire game. And
Okay.
Spyro 3 I've never touched. So,
Three
except
is
I
the best
assumed
one.
I
yesterday.
assumed you actually liked the thing, and I was very confused.
Yesterday.
You actually liked the thing, and I was very confused. We're
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I'm not big into the classic PlayStation 1 games like everybody else. I share the opinion of old games are old. Move on. Like I
Well,
Oh, but
hey,
what
you can
about
like old games and stuff, but like I mean like move on.
what about the old Roadrunner game with Coyote and Roadrunner on PS1, or the old Bugs Bunny game that was like you had to travel through time with Bugs Bunny and things like that? Those are things that I remember playing, and I never got a chance to actually play the full games of it after like I even had a PS1. And
You don't even have a
those are
PS1
like
now.
no, I mean like when I used to have the PS1 with him.
Interesting.
We
Sounds
never
like you were
bought that.
using
package
Desunoto's
deal.
PS1.
Oh my god.
It was his originally.
Oh.
Desunoto was
Cause
birthed with it.
What happened was he went to buy a PS1 and he came back with Desunoto and a PS1.
It would probably line up because when we went to go buy a PlayStation 4, we came back with our little brother and the PlayStation 4. So yeah, we came back with an extra one that time. So that would make sense if I bought Desunoto when
Okay,
I
alright.
got a PS1. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
active parents. Wow, good for you. Kevin, what'd you play?
What did I play? Boy, oh boy.
I don't know. I asked you.
Played some Back for Blood.
Ah,
That beta was a
shit!
thing.
Yeah.
That ended yesterday.
There's a new
What?
beta coming
So
out in
No,
a
it
week.
didn't. I
yeah,
was gonna
Yeah, it
say
did.
you were.
it closed off yesterday.
Wait,
It's gonna start back up the 12th.
huh? I
Yeah, it
could have
was just
swore they said you'd be able to play it for a whole week.
No.
I guess it
for
has
the
been a whole week.
weekend. Yeah, it
Yeah.
it went from
Oh,
like
weird.
Thursday midday to like today. Was it today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
well, whatever.
and then there's an
Um,
open beta where you don't have to pre-order. That's open on the 12th, I think you said, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
I gave Desunoto a code. I don't even know if he redeemed it or not. I don't know what he did with it.
But anyway, I
I
played Back for Blood.
did not get to redeem
Um,
Well, what a waste.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about this game. Game's super fun. It
Yeah.
is. It is laughable how the
it.
AI have not evolved at all since
From
Left 4
Left 4
Dead
Dead
1.
times.
The AI literally was the same thing from Left 4 Dead 1 to Left 4 Dead 2, and it is the same thing at Back for Blood years and years and years later. Apparently, Turtle Rock refuses to evolve their AI in these games, which is real sad. But weapon balance is just as off the wall as ever. Let me tell you, shotguns in this game are stupid. And somehow a hatchet does more damage than a machete. We won't question that.
Yeah, I don't understand anything about any of those weapons.
But really cool thing about the game is there are a lot more weapons, and there's like noticeable differences between a bunch of them. So it'll be a real fun game. I like the aspect of having a toolkit as well to like open certain doors and get whatever's inside. I think money is way too easy to come by though, because like you don't have enough to. Well, I guess it's either money is too easy to come by, or you need more things to buy in the shop because you have a surplus of money constantly
Well,
in that game.
let me clarify something. If a person picks up money, then the other people can't pick up the money. Kevin, you were the only person who kept picking up the money. You would go first and pick up the money, and then everybody else would be like, "We have no money."
Well, you
So,
know what? Maybe
if
y'all
you
can
shared,
freaking pick stuff up. I
you
was
were
usually the
always
last person out of
first.
the area.
No,
Yeah.
you
You
were.
know how I found all the money? Because I'm looking around like, ooh, what's this corner? Ooh, what's
There's
this
not
corner?
much to
What's
look
this?
around. I ended up
Yeah,
finding
there is.
some money. There's really not that much area to look around.
I had, let's see, so we had done, we're on the fourth section. After fully, I purchased an AK, purchased both mods for the AK, purchased a team buff, and purchased a toolkit for myself. I spent like $6,000, still had 3,000 left.
Yeah, again, you took all the money. Just saying.
Because I'm exploring.
So now hear me out. Only pick up what you need.
Okay, but none of y'all are exploring, so someone's
I
How can
I
you how
I
can you
explored.
gauge what you need?
Well, if you have $6,000, then you could be like, well, I probably don't need all of this.
Can you
Why
give
wouldn't
that?
he? Yeah, why wouldn't he need all of that? He could always buy more things later. You can't really gauge what you'd need in something like that. He'd probably just
You
go out and
can.
pick up
You
all the
can
money he
gauge
sees.
what you need. You only need a shotgun. Let's be honest with each other. You only
I
need
mean,
a
You
that's
should
true.
also
shotgun.
just let people know where
Shotguns are
money
broke.
is.
Yeah, we
But
also
anyway.
weren't communicating with the two dum-dums when we were playing because those people were dumb. Those people were really dumb. No offense to them, but they
You
were
mean the
dumb.
AI? Or the
No,
Total
the,
players?
offense.
the players that were originally with us, and then the
Oh,
AI
yeah.
that was with us. They were also
To-
equally as dumb. But honestly, if you told me that there were people with us the whole time, I'd be like, sure, because they were just
Total
equally
offense.
dumb.
Total offense.
I like, oh shoot, I lost it now. Damn it. There was
Hey,
one thing
family
that I was
show.
going to bring up.
The card system.
The card system makes no sense, but, like, I think I have to play
They
it more
need a
for it to
tutorial
actually
on
make
that.
sense.
That's what they
Yeah,
needed. They should have just
but
put one of
a
those.
thing that I hope this was off during the beta. If it wasn't actually turned off, it didn't work. So, Back for Blood should have drop in and drop out multiplayer.
Oh yeah,
The two people we were with left in like the first section.
yeah,
We played all the way to the fourth and no one joined.
yeah. Well, then
And
we
if it's
try to
not
join with.
set off, there's a
Yeah.
problem.
Then we tried Genesis to join us, and he couldn't. Remember, we had to quit out of that.
Oh, that's
And
fair.
then we just
So
spent
it
an
could have been a
hour
whole
killing
host
each
of
other
things, yeah.
in that gun range.
In the camp area, yeah. The
Yeah.
camp area is stupid. I hate it. I hate any game that has like an area you can walk around as opposed to a menu. It's real freaking annoying. Like if you're gonna have an area you can walk around in, at least allow a good chunk of players to be there and put a purpose for that to like be there aside from a gun range.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, that was Back for Blood. I played. What else did I play? Is that all I played? Hmm.
No, didn't you play the no, you did the X Defiant?
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
you played it. You didn't play X Defiant again?
Oh, you can't talk about it, right?
No, no, no. Can't talk
Oh.
about that.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, I feel like you
I
played
swear I
Mini
played another
Racers.
game with someone. Oh, I played Rogue Company with
Oh
Genesis over here.
yeah, that's what it
Oh
was.
my
I knew I played another
god.
game a bunch.
Whoa, you got the you got the
Platinum did
platinum
too.
and roll.
I even got the platinum in
Yeah.
that game finally.
Was that also your
Boy.
81st?
No, it
Yes.
wasn't.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't,
Yeah,
I
it
don't know
was.
what number it was.
Sorry.
Kevin, it was your 110th, okay? Just be real here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that's all I played.
Kevin, season 3 of Rogue Company started today.
I see that. I'm gonna update it and check it
It was
out.
your 15th, by the way.
Thank you.
You're
I was
welcome.
trying
See,
to figure out when I looked it up.
115th. See, I was close.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Whatchamacallit, the other game got updated too. Chivalry 2 got updated as well.
I forgot that you actually bought that. How is that going so far, by the way?
I haven't played a lot of it, but it's fun. They supposedly fixed a whole bunch of stuff. I gotta get back in. Archery should be much more on point now, from what I heard.
Oh.
Because before it was real jank. Like watch
I,
arrows go through people, and then other
yeah,
arrows would like go nowhere near them, and you get a headshot, and you're like, all right, sure.
I remember that was pretty jank. You were using archery most of the time too when we played the
I
beta.
loved it, even though it was broken. I loved it because I'm not great at melee combat, but I will throw weapons all day.
And all I did was take that greatsword and swing it around like a maniac.
You were doing
like a
pretty
lunatic.
solid in melee combat.
I don't know if I call that solid. I was probably just a lunatic with a wooden stick running around screaming, "I'm gonna kill you!" And then I miss every shot, and then I eventually get lucky.
Hey, whatever works, man. All right.
I
Anyway,
guess
that's what
so.
I played. Desunoto, what did you play?
I did not play much of anything.
All right, let me ask you a different question now. What'd you eat this week?
Well, I just finished eating some
That should be a
steamed
segment.
chicken and potato.
Oh.
It's always chicken. It's literally always chicken.
You can't go wrong with chicken, Adam. Chicken is so good.
I'm not saying you can go wrong with it, unless every meal you eat is chicken.
You still can't go wrong
No.
with it. I mean, vegetarians, man. I don't know how you guys live. I don't understand, but okay.
There's other foods other than chicken.
Yeah, you can't live without chicken though. You need chicken in your life. Chicken is just still chicken.
All right. Anyways,
What else you eat this week?
no. What'd you play?
Some more Fate. There's another summer event going on.
Now hold on,
So I've
hold
been
on. Let me
playing
just
that.
get back to the topic at hand over here. What did you eat yesterday?
Yesterday. Some rice
Uh huh.
and
Don't say it.
chicken.
Threw chicken at you. Okay. What'd you eat? What'd you eat last week?
I don't know about last week.
All right then. Okay. Well, that's good enough for that
Chicken.
segment.
I do. You ate chicken. What are you eating next week? The crystal ball is telling me chicken.
You should have put that
Alright, now you gotta
enchantment
change
book
it
right
up
in
and
front
get
of
a
you.
steak.
Get a steak, please. Eat something else, please.
It's been a while. Maybe I'll get a steak and cook it.
Steak. I think I had steak. Maybe a week ago I had steak. Yeah,
Oh, nice. From where?
I
Make
had
it?
steak a week. No, mother-in-law made it and I had it. I was like, oh, look at that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, nice.
But
Is
yeah.
that it? Are we done?
Um,
Did you watch anything? Show-wise, movie-wise?
What do you do when you're not here? Just tell us anything about your life. just fill some kind of gap.
well,
He's a double
um,
agent.
I work
You
during
work.
the day.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Standard 9 to 5, eight to 5 actually.
Sure.
Our lunch.
Adam knows that.
And then
Adam knows that
yeah,
gig.
Mystic Ryan, getting you through
or
lunch
8:30 to
today?
5, and then half an hour lunch I take usually.
Mystic
I
Ryan, get
did
you through the lunch
watch.
today? Yep. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
yes,
Yep.
good. It's good video. And then I
Uh-huh.
watched some more of his older videos, and I'm
Yep.
like, oh my god,
I watched all of his
he's
videos
such
at
a
this
cool
point.
dude.
So.
I think I've watched most, maybe like half. Well, maybe a little more than half, because I've watched all the documentaries,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
which are amazing, and
Who is this guy that you're talking about? Mystic Ryan?
Yeah, he's a
do you not
YouTuber,
know?
PlayStation guy. We talk about him in the chat probably 3 times a week.
Oh, okay.
One day I will win. One day Desunoto will win. If you don't get that, then you clearly don't read the chat. Oh yeah, I watched all of his
Uh,
videos. I even watched the old Let's Talk PlayStations, and I'm like, wow, this is a great prediction for 2014. I really wonder what PlayStation 4 is going to turn into. So fun
Yeah,
times.
like he has so many videos
Yeah,
so far
been
back.
going for a while.
Hmm. I watched uh well today was what the opening video, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the
For the
building
Switch
his
review.
collection and stuff. This is the
Bought
one
that
game I
dwarf's
shouldn't
game.
have bought. Yeah. Dude spent a bunch though. That dude spent so much money on games. Like that was
Hmm.
2 months of video game collecting. He said June and July, and it was a
Yeah.
lot. It was a lot.
I'm sure like his YouTube probably pays most of that, or
I don't know if he
all of it.
still works because
Yeah, I feel like he
I think he does because he's got a
might
nice
not.
car too.
Uh,
what's he
he
drive?
has
I don't know. It's black. I think it's a Tesla.
I think it's a Tesla, yeah.
Mm.
A black Tesla. That's
Nice.
very nice.
Yeah, cool guy. Wish him all the success.
Yep. I also watched. Hold on. Well, last week I watched
Mm-hmm.
the other Gintama movie.
Okay. I don't know what that is.
Gintama is an anime, real funny parody type of anime. Makes fun of everything else.
Yep.
Real funny.
Yep.
Real funny. Real funny show.
It's got a little bit of everything. It's got action. It's got some little sprinkle of romance, comedy,
I don't know if I call that
sprinkles of
romance. You're talking about
sadness.
gorillas loving a woman, and the woman just keep calling the same dude gorilla and smashing his face and
Well,
every
that's
time.
Wow, spoilers. All right.
Shinpachi's sister, but also
What?
Gintoki
Kev,
and
what did they say?
Tsukuyo and
Words.
All right, fair. I'll give you that.
I will admit though, it's a real good show. If you're a fan of anything like One Punch Man, I would give that show a watch. It definitely rings the same comedy as One Punch Man did.
Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me at all, especially with the
See,
spoilers
I
that
see.
you've said. So,
Lovely. Okay.
all
Is
right,
that it?
you done or?
the more Higurashi,
Of course.
few episodes.
Garbage show.
I'm still bolstering my
I think I'm gonna start that
my
one. That one's
collection
appealed
of
to me.
anime
I swear
on
to God,
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna watch it.
on Plex. And I will say again, Plex is a wonderful service to use if you uh, download stuff from the internet, whether
Are you telling people to
whatever that
steal?
may be.
Is this a streaming thing? I wouldn't
Nope,
tell people that.
just downloading stuff. I didn't say anything specific. Anything you want to
Ah,
download, you can download it, and then you can stream it straight to your TV without having to buy a Plex pass. The only
what does the
major thing
Plex Pass give you then if you buy the Plex Pass?
you
he
can
was
stream
about to
to any
say that.
device, so like your phones, tablets, without with the pass. Without it, you can only stream to like a TV or on your computer.
Interesting.
For
Imagine
some
we can
reason,
all
it actually distinguishes between the two. I'm not sure
Huh?
how, but
imagine we can all just stream to our eyeballs.
Oh my God.
One
that'd be
day
nice.
it'll be like the book, The Feed. Remember that book?
It'll be like that episode from what's Black Mirror where they can just see everything through their eyeballs.
Never watched that.
They put their contact lenses in, and it records every single memory you have,
Spoilers.
so you can rewatch all your memories.
Spoilers. I guess I'm gonna watch that.
Wow.
No, I think we talked about that episode because there's a movie coming out on HBO Max with Hugh Hackman, and he can see like his memories, and I think people were comparing it to Black Mirror. Almost every sci-fi concept, people are like, "This is like that one episode of Black Mirror."
Yeah,
So
Black Mirror's
well,
gone through a bunch of different
it's
concepts as
covered
it is.
yeah,
so much ground in the 3.5 seasons.
Is that all there is? I thought there was more seasons than that for Black
Well,
Mirror.
because the last season was only like 3 episodes, I think, and then they made that one movie, that interactive movie.
Oh, I forgot they made that interactive movie. I didn't even
how could you
realize that
forget?
that
How
came
dare
out.
you?
I only remember the
What is it
seasons because I
called?
watched the last season and I
Black
was like, oh, I
something?
want to see more.
Black
No,
Mirror
it was
Retribution or
it was one
something
word.
like that?
Uh,
Black Mirror, the
something.
Or
Blackening.
Radicate? Or it was something dumb.
Oh, Bandersnatch. That's what it was.
Bandersnatch. I knew it was something dumb.
Yeah.
That sounds like a word you can't say on British television.
I like the Blackening better.
I don't think anybody said that. Genesis, what'd you
I
play?
said that. I played Tokyo Xanadu. Finally beat that. Finished with that. I'm starting Persona now. I was just playing that before the stream started. Um, Persona 5 Royal. My God, they added so many cutscenes to that. I never finished the original Persona 5. I I
Battle
think I
music's the best.
Oh my God, battle music is amazing. Um, I think the reason why I never finished the original one, I romanced the wrong person in that game, and when I saw some of the cutscenes later of like where a relationship is going with another character, I was like, damn, I can't do this now.
No,
It's
something
over.
else
It's
came
done.
out, and you were like, "I'm coming back to this," and then you stopped playing it.
2016 or 17. What came out then?
I don't
Horizon? God
remember.
of War?
Horizon came out in 2017, February of
RE7.
2017.
Maybe
That
Resident
was
Evil 7.
January of 2017, wasn't it?
Maybe. I don't remember exactly, but I know that was one of the reasons. You are probably correct with the other reason of
Yeah, I
just
was
because it
there
came out at the
because you were like, oh, I'm enjoying this, and you. I remember you talking about how you were upset about the person you romanced, but then you were like, because I was helping you with the trivia stuff, and then you were like, something else came out and you played that. And I don't remember what it was.
I don't know. I'm sure if I get up and I look at that PlayStation 4 collection, it'll probably jog my memory, which I just rearranged again because I have to make space for my PS5 games.
Yeah.
Um, but what else am I playing? I played Rogue Company, getting closer to that platinum. Played Back for Blood beta with Adam and Kevin, and I think that's it. I don't think I played anything else. We were supposed to play Last Remnant with Chartreuse or uh, Catacombus, um, or Catacombo, um, and he's been offline since. I think he's busy doing something else. So,
He's moved. He's
uh,
moved house. So he's moved to
whatever.
a
If he's
house.
jerking off in a corner, or
No,
he's
He's
just
moved to a
whatever.
house. That's what's going on there. It's not.
A house that's tall enough to have him in there, that's a
It's
lie.
no. I've been there. It's got like 12-foot ceilings.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's wow, that's crazy.
It's a narrow. It's like a city house. Like it's narrow, but it's got tall ceilings and it's like 3 floors.
So like the width of the house is like 7 inches, but the height of it is like 18 feet.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. You walk in and you gotta like shimmy over to the side to get from one room to the
Yeah,
next.
yeah.
Um, I think that's all I played. What I saw the end of Loki. Oh my God, I can't talk about it here, obviously with the spoilers and all that. But man, whoever has not watched that show yet, that is 100% worth a watch. It has taken the number one spot on my list for the Marvel shows that have come out so far between the three of them, because I did not watch Agents of Shield or anything else. I think there was one more. Was that Peggy? No, Agent Carter. Is
Yeah,
that a
Agent
Marvel
Carter.
show?
It is a Marvel
Yeah,
show.
I didn't watch that one either. So out of the three, it definitely is Loki, then Falcon. No, Loki, then WandaVision, then Falcon. Falcon's the bottom, Loki's the top. Loki's def. Oh my God, what a good show! What an amazing show. And I think that's it. That's all I did. Yeah. Okay. We got a couple things I think to talk about this week. Adam, do you want to start us off on a topic? Do you want me to start?
I can start. Mine's
Okay.
just a quick little review of the film The Suicide Squad that came out. I'm the DC guy, so I figured I might as well talk about this.
DC.
Yeah, I'm the District of Columbia guy, so big fan. So
Yeah.
I think I told Kevin a little bit about this. Um, Desunoto, I actually told Genesis before this podcast started. I'm not going to force the Joker on him anymore. I'm not going to force him to watch
Oh.
that until a sequel comes out because he likes franchises. Then I'm going to force it on him. Yeah, I know it's genius. I'm now going to
That's
force
cool.
him to watch The Suicide Squad and pester him about that until the day he dies, or until he watches it. I really enjoyed this film. I don't know if everybody remembers the 2016 one. If you don't, good for you. If you do, I'm sorry. Um, yeah, that original one's not that good. This one is violent. It's violent, but it's not like grotesque. There is like gross imagery because how violent it is. It is a hard R, but it also uses it like appropriately. It's not just gory to be gory. It's very funny. I have now seen the film twice. First with Chartreuse and his wife, and then the second time my mom watched it, and she really enjoyed it as well, much more than I thought she would. That was really confusing. Yeah, it's just really funny. I don't want to spoil anything. There's sad moments. Any character really can die. Some standouts: Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Obviously, that one's. I mean, this is the third movie she's been in now, and she steals it every time. King Shark, super funny. Also, John Cena's Peacemaker. He's getting a spin-off show next year, and one of his lines in the film is so his character is all about peace. And one of his lines in the film is what he did. That he cherishes peace, and he cherishes peace so much he doesn't care how many men, women, or children he has to kill in order to obtain it. And he delivers that line in such a way it's hysterical. Yeah, the movie's really funny and highly recommended. It's on HBO Max until September 10th or something like that, I think. Yeah, go ahead and check it out if you have a moment. Yeah, that's kind of really all I wanted to say. Genesis, I'll get you to watch that one day. So.
You know what? I probably will, just because
it's good. It's real good.
Like you said, it is part of a franchise. It's somehow part of the Snyderverse. You know,
I mean, Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn is part of the Snyderverse.
Yeah, there's nothing else that's in there that's part of the Snyderverse, though, right?
I mean, it doesn't build up to like everything that happened in the Snyder Cut.
I really wish it did, man.
We all do. But I mean, there's references to like the universe that was made with the original 2016 film. Because even though this is kind of like a soft reboot, it's still a sequel to the 2016 film. Viola Davis as Amanda Waller is in this, and I swear to God, I would give my left nut to see more of her in DC stuff. Because she is so good as Amanda Waller. It hurts me every time she's on screen. That's how good she is. It's so upsetting how good she is.
That the black lady? Why I remember?
She's also an Oscar-winning actress. So, yes, she is a black lady. She's so good. She's so good in this. I wish she had a show. I wish she had her own movie. I would be there for all of it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably give it a watch. That I'll probably give it a watch. Good. Have a reason to watch that.
Good.
That's fine.
If you want, we watch at the same time. Sync up. I'm down for that.
Okay. Sync up and watch that. Maybe one of these days you'll sync up and watch Loki with me. I don't know about that one, but
that's a TV show. That's 6 hours of show. I'm not syncing up for 6 hours. That's
all right. I mean,
we have to sync up one time and then it plays. Then we pause if one of us has to go to the bathroom. Then it's over. Then we move on with our lives. Loki is we have to continue to sync up. So
I thought one night stand was not. I thought we were past that, but I guess not. It's okay.
You didn't fix the lamp on your block.
The lamp. Okay. I thought maybe that's the reason why you weren't going to go any further with me, but okay, all right then. Okay, was that the end of your review for that?
Yeah, I don't want to like go in depth and like the plot or anything. I want people to just experience it.
Cool.
I'll give it a rating.
Oh yeah, give it a rating.
I'd say. Oh God, I gotta come up with a rating system. Why would you pressure me like this? I think I did this to me. I'm gonna give it 6 chickens out of 7 chickens. For days of the week, Desunoto eats chickens.
Yeah, that's a fair rating, I think. That's a pretty fair rating.
Interesting.
6 chickens out of 7 chickens. Very interesting. All right. Anybody else got a topic here?
I got a little bit of a topic.
Please go right ahead, Kevin.
A tiny little bit of a topic. All right. So Blizzard is having a wonderful time right now. So Diablo 4 is a thing that they're making. So is Overwatch 2. We're not hearing about that. So Diablo 4, about a month and change ago, they put out a 30-minute gameplay uh, video, and a lot of the fans of Diablo kind of looked at it and they were like, "Wait a minute, this is Diablo 3, just with different graphics and one other class, the Druid,
So it was
and
like
other
Diablo
classes
3,
being
like
missed."
Diablo
And
3
I'm
Plus
like,
or something.
"Really? Yeah, pretty much." And I'm like, "Really? Cool." I said this like the first time this game was showed off. Um, but better late than never to the party, I suppose. Um, really, there's pretty much no difference. The movement looks the same. It looks to be the same pacing. The damage numbers are identical. Um, the new class, the Rogue, which isn't they're claiming like, oh yeah, we're bringing the Rogue class back from Diablo 1 days. They could literally just call this class a Demon Hunter and it'd be the same damn thing. There's no change. Literally, like there's a few added like skills or like attacks, whatever you want to call them, but it's basically a reskinned Demon Hunter, and they're just like, yeah, look at us, we're trying, and they're just really not. Um, I don't know. I don't. I mean, it's a Blizzard game. It's somehow by default going to do well. I think on its initial release. I still don't understand how they're able to pull this off with anything they throw out there. But in theory, what should happen, Diablo 2 Resurrected should have significantly more sales than Diablo 4, because Diablo 4 looks like junk and looks like an expansion to Diablo 3 as opposed to a whole new game.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know.
Probably because
I don't.
it's like an established franchise or so established, like
Yeah,
fan base. They'll
Yeah,
just it's
Diablo's fan
like
base is huge.
Nintendo. They'll just buy anything that goes out. You know.
yeah. It's
Wasn't that
sad.
the same? Wasn't that the same with like BlizzCon, where they came, literally walked up, one dude walked up to the microphone and was like, "Hey, so they saw the Diablo mobile and like, hey, this is a joke, right? Like you guys don't want us to buy this, right?" And they were
Yeah,
like, "Oh
He
someone
no."
said,
did
"Is this
actually
an
walk up
out
to
of
the mic.
is this an out of season April Fool's joke?" Is what he
Yeah.
said.
And
Oh
then
my
what
god.
Word for
happened was
word,
the
by the way.
person who
I
was,
love it.
yep, and the person who was on stage, like headlining the whole thing was like, "What's the matter? You guys don't have phones?"
He did say that, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That guy
Blizzard is
work for
so
Blizzard or?
far.
Oh yeah, that
Blizzard
guy.
is so
Not the one
far
who asked
Oh,
the
okay.
question, but the one who
Oh
responded
yeah,
with the
yeah.
phone comment.
The
Yes.
one who
The one
responded.
who
Yeah.
responded, yeah. But like, I don't even know if Diablo Immortal is like out fully yet. I think it might be in a beta form.
Googling.
Um,
I thought it was still in the beta, but
I'm Googling.
I don't
Keep
keep
but
going.
up with it.
what you call Blizzard is just so far removed from its fan base at this point, and they just put out whatever they want to at this point because they know people will buy it, and they're not held to any sort of standard. So like at
Real
this
quick,
point,
Diablo
especially
Immortal,
since
first half of 2022.
okay,
Oh my
so
god.
and it's a reskin to Diablo 3. Um,
Oh,
so with all the junk that Blizzard is going through right now, like this is when they should really be trying to like win people back over.
well,
And
aren't
I
they doing that with
really
Diablo
personally,
2?
it's technically not their game. It'll probably
Oh,
be
it's not.
attributed to them, but it's not. Like they've outsourced that whole project as far as I'm aware. Isn't it the same people who did Tony Hawk's remaster that are doing it?
Who's that studio?
I forget the studio.
Oh, so but they're the ones doing. I thought it was Blizzard. Okay,
I
never mind.
thought it
Okay.
was. I mean, Blizzard's probably helping out a little bit, but like they got Overwatch 2, Diablo 4, and they move people around to work on projects all the freaking time because they
Right.
don't know what they want to work on. They're also still
Right.
trying to support Hearthstone somehow.
Right.
Um,
Is that game still alive?
yeah, oh yeah. Um, honestly, Hearthstone between Hearthstone and World of Warcraft is probably where like most of Blizzard's money comes from.
Oh, okay. I'm
Uh,
sorry. My ignorance.
no, you're fine. I mean, Hearthstone has kind of fallen out of like we talk about this a lot sort of loop. I don't know what you want to call that. Out of the public eye, I guess. But like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
pretty sure the tournament scene is still pretty active. I think they just rebooted it too. I think they're talking, or either they already did, or they're talking about like kind of rebooting it almost, like they would do with World of Warcraft, where you have a limited subset of cards again, as opposed to all the cards that have come out already. I could be way off though. But yeah, like I don't know. Basically, in a nutshell, Diablo 4 really needs to do like well here, and they're setting themselves up for failure. I mean, some of the unique items that they've shown off with Diablo 4 are basically the exact same thing that already exists in Diablo 3. Like they're really not trying with this game. I don't know what Overwatch 2 is doing because they haven't really showed much of that, and I don't really care either. But Diablo 4 is like it's just not good, and it's not going to help Blizzard in their current situation.
I can
Anyway,
probably agree with that. Just with, I mean, I have Diablo 3. I didn't really play much of anything else from Blizzard in general, but Diablo 3, I think for me is the only thing that I've played. Judging by just everything that I've read and all that you spoke about already, yeah, it's just they need a lot of restructuring. I think that
oh,
and
okay, so Blizzard Entertainment and Vicarious Visions are co-developing Diablo 2 Remaster, or
Yeah,
Vicarious Visions.
Resurrected.
the
The no, is that Dead Space
yes.
people?
No, I think no. Hold on. Wait. Yes, I think.
Visceral is Dead
No,
Space people.
yeah,
Who's Vicarious?
Vicarious. They're Crash.
Are they
Vicarious Visions is
Crash?
the one who did the
Tony Hawk.
yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, alright then. Okay, alright. Didn't know that at all. Okay, yeah, Blizzard's got a lot of garbage work to do then. Well, that's just how they are.
I'm super excited for Diablo 2 Resurrected, by the way, because that game looks solid. Anyways,
There's, well, not to get
real good
into
changes are
rumors,
being
but
made to the game too.
there's a rumor that the beta for that's going to start the 18th.
August
I
20th.
heard sooner actually. I'll look it up.
Sooner? Okay. Okay. Alright, is that it for your topic, Kevin?
Yeah, that was it. If anybody has anything they want to piggyback on, go for it. Otherwise, we can move on.
Anybody got anything? Anybody got
I have
anything?
absolutely nothing to add.
I'm gonna move over to Desunoto because I think he had a top. He was supposed to have a topic this week. I remember him saying something about that in the chat, but I can't find it now. You had a
Well,
topic. I know you did.
let's just start
Oh
with
God.
that little teaser that
Diablo 2 beta,
Nintendo.
August 9th or August 13th for those who pre-ordered, 20th for everyone else.
Where the
Ah,
hell
okay.
did you get the 18th?
It was a rumor saying the 18th that I saw on the gaming leaks and rumors forum.
That's only recently been announced though, so depending on when you got that rumor, yeah.
There was a rumor as of 3 days ago that it was coming out on the 20th.
Okay.
So I don't know where he got the 18th.
Again, I just saw that through there. Okay, I was just, I was just a rumor. That's why it's a rumor. Anyway,
That's it.
Desunoto, what's your, what?
Um,
Oh, I was
so
expecting everything to blow up.
I already told you it wouldn't. Please pay attention.
You lie. You lie. Go ahead.
the other day, Nintendo dropped a teaser trailer for the new Metroid game coming out, and I sat
Metroid
there,
Dread.
yes, and analyzed the trailer thoroughly. I also play and paused every like quarter of a second when
Yeah,
when I put the
we saw all
speed
the
of the video down
screenshots
to
you posted up.
0.25. And there was like 10 screens in that like half a second that they showed on the teaser trailer that were all very cool.
But they were all from the Metroid Fusion game.
Yeah, from
Uh,
the older games, they were showing what
yeah.
happened between then and I guess they were kind of touching on the story a bit of what Dread's gonna have which they didn't show any part of other than she's being chased by a robot. And
Yeah, they
she's in
made it up
some
to just be a
other
horror game, like she's got to run. And I was
place.
like, oh, okay.
And it was really weird. When I saw that trailer, I was like, is this really all we're gonna do? Is just we're gonna have to like pretend there's a Mr. X running around and chasing us and getting grabbed and then boom, you're dead.
I think they mentioned that there was going to be a way to kill those machines, but it's very limited ammo you'd have to have or something like that that you can
Yeah,
use to
like you
kill
can't
them.
kill all of them. You have to like pick and choose when you'd want to or have to.
Right.
So
I
it's
was reading
only
into this
another
some yesterday.
2 months till it comes out.
October. I forgot that is coming out in October. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that's so soon. 15 years in the making, right? That 15 years ago that game got rumored? Or the name got dropped?
yeah, yeah, and it was like supposed to be being made, and then they kept uh like stopping, and it never really went anywhere until I guess probably the past few years.
Oh.
So um, I think the only thing I didn't like from the trailer was their graphics style, like the art style in the game is very Halo Infinite-esque when they showed that first gameplay trailer where like everything is just like a matte finish and or more of like metallic and there's no like reflections or anything at all. There's just shine, but it's like very bland. And I didn't really like that because any of the other games they put out, um, it definitely looks way different from all those, like Prime, or if you look at Other M, or um, I mean, you can't really compare the older games because they're a totally different.
Generation.
Yeah,
I think you can compare it to Metroid 2 Remake, the one that came on the 3DS. You could probably compare it to that.
probably. Yeah,
Because that's probably the most recent game besides Other M that looks very similar to that game. I uh,
yeah,
I was looking at some videos where people compared, or people went back and they talked about Metroid Fusion. I forgot how many times we actually played that game. Between me and you, I think we beat that game over like 500 times in that Game Boy Advance SP that we had. Um, we played that quite a bit. You played more Zero Mission, and I played Fusion like over and over and over. It was just something that I'd take and just randomly start to play, and then ending up beating it because just it was like I understood like okay, the whole path of the game was pretty linear, and you kind of went from the start to the finish, and this is what you had to do. And I was like, okay, when I'm bored, I just pick this up sometimes and just beat it. Um, I remember seeing the scene where they showed in the recent trailer where the SAX turns to the camera and you see like that fake Samus inside the suit. And they redid that in this one. And I was like, bro, I forgot how weird and scary that looked, where you just see the thing look at you in the camera and you're like, what? That's me. Or that's supposed to be me. And then you see it blow a hole in the wall and walk off. And I was like, oh, okay then. But if they're gonna bring that back, I mean, they have apparently that fusion, that parasite X is part of you no matter what now. But it looks like your suit is going back to normal from what I've seen in the game. And why is the color of that suit different now? Looks like she's got the Varia suit on.
yeah. It looks like a redesigned Various suit, very heavily redesigned from like where the lights are to like her visor shape and coloring is a little bit different. Um, Something else must have happened after this. After what the screen so they showed the Metroid and then they showed the Parasite and then they showed Samus shooting they showed the enemy. They showed Samus shooting the enemy, then Parasite comes out, attaches to her. She's like getting operation done. They make the fusion suit for her, and then it shows a screen of I think of what you were talking about before.
The
The
FAX?
Yeah, it looks like the person who looks exactly like you, and she has no pupils.
Yep.
And then goes to like a zoom in of her eye, blinking, and like super wide-eyed, something happened. And then at the very end, they show her hand and some purple energy going around it, and she's like so angry. And I feel like they've never showed her angry in any of the Metroid games before.
Not counting Metroid Other M, because that's not canon to the story. But yeah, I've never seen her pissed off.
Like never like she wants to kill something,
Yeah,
like just for herself, not just
I
to, cleanse the galaxy.
I was looking at one of the other video theory videos about this, and they were talking about the Chozo that kept getting shown in that video for explanation. It's the ancient race that she gets her suit from. Um, these people are apparently extinct because one of their own kind betrayed them and destroyed the entire civilization. But apparently, you meet that one that betrayed them. That's what people are saying, that you're gonna meet that one in this game, because there's one in the trailer that appears with the blue
Oh,
outfit and things like that. That apparently you meet the one that did everything, and there's some significance behind that, and that's why she gets angry and pissed off. That because you meet this person who took over the entire race, because she got raised by the Chozo from, we learned that obviously from like Metroid Prime 1. Um, but yeah, I was like, whoa, if you're gonna learn all that stuff. Metroid's never been
this
like a
kind of
super
looks
lore type of game, but
exactly like the story was mostly in the background from scanning everything. That's how you'd learn about the characters and the story that way. Um, I'm looking at the trailer again, and it looks like some kind of fusion of the Vari suit and the light suit
yeah, it's
from
the same. It's the
Prime
same suit that she walked
3
in the first trailer, but it's just colored like the Varia suit. That's all it is.
or Prime 2. Well, because the bottom half is all like white and gold.
I gotta
I,
think it's
I, I don't
like
know if
a.
you noticed that.
I saw that. I gotta think it's an upgrade you get. I think it's an upgrade. I don't know.
And there's like gold infused in like her shoulders, where her shoulders connects to her chest, and then her forearm.
You'd think that they have most of those things worked out, considering the game comes out in 2 months.
Oh, I mean the game's most likely already done, or like
They
they're
ever
doing
say
like
that this?
final polishing. I don't think they don't say when their games go gold. I don't remember Nintendo doing that.
It's something they do, guys. They don't. Nintendo's never said when their games go gold.
Um,
I don't remember
I don't know.
anything.
I thought they did,
I
but you
can't
might be
recall a
right.
single instance.
Yeah, it's probably just something they want to keep internal, I guess. I don't know.
When the game gets done, I
Yeah.
think that's something they want to announce. Like, hey guys, it's done. We're gonna be shipping it out soon. Get ready. Huh.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to your impressions of the game when you get it, because I know you're getting a Switch and you're gonna play that game. I'm not getting a Switch. I'll probably just hear from you what everything is like.
Yeah, I'm looking at the trailer again, and there's like this whole army that killed off the
Yeah, that was because the single one betrayed all of them, and he forced like almost like a type of civil war in the Chozo kind, and she wasn't there for that, or maybe she was. I don't know that part of it, but that was apparently a story that is being told according to like a couple of different theory videos I've watched. Because I think what happened has already been discussed, but we never met the person that did all this. Also,
yeah.
she comes in the same ship that she comes in Metroid Fusion, same exact ship.
Yeah, well, that does make sense because
I don't, I don't know how
it's
many
right
years
after.
ahead. Yeah, I don't know how many years ahead this is.
Yeah, there's probably some amount of time between what they're showing in the trailer and maybe when. Uh, it's hard to tell. Like, I feel like there might be some part of the game where you're playing between what they show in the trailer and Fusion. They wouldn't just like dump you here
Well, you came
with
here
that suit
because of
on.
You came here
Because like,
with
what happened to the
some.
fusion suit then? It's all
That is the
gone.
fusion. No, that is the fusion suit. They explained this. So they every day or every time news about this game comes out, Nintendo releases what's called like a secret file of the game, and they're on it like secret file number 4, and it kind of gives you tidbits and information about like what to expect. There's some distress call um, from that planet saying that the Parasite X had gotten there, like a variation of the parasite was there, and you were sent to exterminate it because you're immune to it, and your suit has been slowly recovering back to what it was supposed to be. So the reason why the
Oh,
suit looks like the way it does is because you're slowly going back to what you were supposed to look like, and the suit is slowly taking color back and kind of regressing back because your DNA is taking over whatever the parasite DNA was. So you're kind of going back to what you had before. Because her suit's organic. You got to remember that her suit's not just like a piece of metal; it's all organic metal. Um,
mm,
and some distress signal called you, and you went there, and then you didn't know that this was overrun by robots. That's the gist of the story from the secret file that they released 1, 2, 3, and 4.
there's also Metroids that have like they look like they have like spider legs almost,
Those are the Metroids are supposed to be extinct. That's the
and
interesting
they're
part too.
crawling around the cave.
They were saying that there's supposed to be Metroids on the planet, but apparently Metroids are supposed to be extinct. Because this fusion is the last chronological thing that takes place in the entirety of this universe. Prime
Hmm.
takes place somewhere in between like Super Metroid and I think Metroid Fusion, somewhere between that. That's where like the Prime storyline takes place. So this is the chronologically the last thing that happens to you. And you have eradicated most of the Metroids because you killed Metroid Prime already in 3 different variations, and then exterminated the entire world of Metroids when you were on Metroid 2, I think, or is that Super Metroid? I don't know which one that was. Um, but yeah, you've taken most of those Metroids out. They shouldn't have many of them left. That's why I'm wondering how they're on that planet because there's not supposed to be any of them left. That was your whole purpose of like 2 games in a row to just exterminate them all.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what you think of this and how it plays and all that good stuff. Anything else you want to talk about?
I'm just happy they showed the like more of a story, and it's not just standard Metroid game, but now you're running from something.
Well, they're
So
adding horror and elements in there now, so that's the big thing with that.
maybe more just survival, probably. I don't know how scary the game would really be.
I mean, if you got that thing constantly chasing you, I'm sure it's gonna be a bit, you know, thriller-like.
Yeah, it'd be
Also,
very
Adam,
similar to like how RE2 did its thing with the remake,
yeah, similar to that.
or with the
Adam, yes,
original game
Imran
too.
Khan says 3 million. Is that low for a Metroid game?
No. It would actually be the highest selling Metroid game.
3 million, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know why that number
What
sounds low.
pre-orders?
No,
Overall lifetime
over
sales.
lifetime sales. The
For
highest selling Metroid game is at 2.84 million. I think it's Metroid Prime 2.
And I really feel like it would have been higher, but I'm fairly wrong with that.
oh
Yeah, apparently Metroid
well,
doesn't sell as much as other Nintendo exclusives. I'm shocked,
yeah.
honestly. I really thought that would have sold way more by
Hmm.
how much people talk about it.
It's definitely a really popular series franchise, but um, I
Is it
think
though?
because maybe it's well known. Like anybody who's played Nintendo games knows about Metroid. At least they know about it. Like maybe they haven't played it, but they know of it.
True. Its
But if
lifetime total sales for the franchise is 18.1 million.
Yeah.
And that's with...
But if you, let's say you ask somebody that never played Nintendo before, they wouldn't know about it, most likely.
12, 13, 14, 15. That's with 15 games.
So I want to
Yeah.
make a quick comparison with that, and I know Resident Evil has recently made their lifetime sales. I can't remember what the actual...
Resident Evil 7's up to 7 million, I think, and 8 is up to 4 million.
Yeah.
If I want to go by my memory. Something like that.
Resident Evil franchise over... So as of March 31st, 110 million units sold.
I mean, that wouldn't really be
25
comparable
year.
because those are on multiple platforms. This is only on Nintendo stuff.
Only on Nintendo. What would be like a comparable thing to this on other platform? Halo,
I don't know. No. Hey, what? Halo? What? One Halo has sold more than 18 million. Come on.
81 million as of March.
No, that's not even close
2021.
to being comparable. What's a similar type of game?
Killzone?
What?
Killzone.
Axiom
Well, how are these? What the? Kevin's the closest with comparable stuff. How do you think Killzone is comparable to Metroid? I don't think any other game can be compared to the franchise of Metroid, because I think any other game that only sold 2 million or less would not have gotten sequels.
There's no official number on the Killzone overall franchise.
Well, there's only 2 Killzones, or 3. So there's really...
They also made the
PSP game.
the
The
Vita
Vita
game
doesn't
too.
count.
No, there's if you're counting those, there's like 6.
Okay, there's 4. There's 15 Metroids. It's not a very good comparison either way, because after 4 they were like, this isn't selling that well, and they stopped. There have been 15 of these. None of them have broken 3 million.
Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts sells. Kingdom Hearts 3 sold over 10 million copies.
Okay, Castlevania has sold more.
Ooh, yeah. Castlevania probably be a good comparison.
Oh, okay. How much does Castlevania sell?
The franchise has sold over 20 million copies.
Uh-huh.
Let me figure out if I can find like individual
Kingdom
games.
Hearts, as of 2019,
big
sold 32 million copies.
We already said no to Kingdom Hearts.
I'm just saying.
Great, thanks.
What? Okay, all right then. I just put my input in there. But I guess if you don't want it, just tell me to go jump off a cliff and die.
Whoa!
I'm glad he
Can't
said
find
it.
numbers for individual Castlevania games.
There's been a lot of Castlevania games.
There have been.
So I guess that would be the most apt comparison, right?
Oh, hang on. We might have something.
I mean, it is only on Nintendo consoles, and
Kind
of. The only reason I'm saying, wow, this is kind of weird, is because there are a lot of Nintendo games that are only on Nintendo that sell way more.
Pokemon, Mario, Zelda.
In Metroid, I feel like could have been one of those things if they continued. But
yeah, they kept like taking
very
not
big
like
breaks,
a long time,
very
but
big breaks
they
in
definitely
between.
had breaks between the games.
If Metroid Prime 4 didn't take so long to come out after 3, there would be such a big following for it.
I mean, yeah, because it was 1994, then 2 in 2002, 3 games in 2004, 1 in 2005, 1 in 2006, 1 in 2007, 1 in 2009, 1 in 2010, 1 in 2016, 1 in 2017, and the one that's coming out this year in 2021. So it's
And those last
taken
few were just like kind of small
small, yeah,
DS games. They
which
were
is
like spin-off.
weird. Like that they kept making them and they all kept selling so poorly. Metroid Prime Pinball is on here and it sold
Ah,
.255 of a
Yeah.
million. It sold a
And
quarter of
there's
a million. Count it.
also the Federation Forces.
Castlevania Lords of Shadow is the highest selling Castlevania game at 1.77 million.
That is nuts. That's the 3D one, isn't it? Lords of
Yep,
Shadow?
that's the 3D one. Yep.
Ooh, okay, well, I guess why that franchise hasn't really come a knocking in a while. Makes sense.
I'd probably put this
Federation
franchise in like
Force
a niche
Force is at
category.
a .15, by the way.
The niche category.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a niche franchise.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like we should stop making Metroids that clearly don't sell well. I'm just glad that a game like this can find an audience and Nintendo's there to support it. Like,
Yeah.
can you imagine PlayStation putting out a game and it doesn't sell over 2 million? Like that, it's dead. That would be a dead franchise for them. So it's just nice to see that. That's the only reason I sent that.
Hmm.
Because EA, remember they were like, this game has to sell 5 million copies for it to be successful. Meanwhile, Nintendo's like, we sold 10 copies of Metroid. Woo! Start pumping out the sequels on the DSs for some reason.
Yeah, there
So
was like 3 of them. They came on the DS, one after the other. One was like a complete spin-off, the Federation Force Fighter ones.
yeah, that
Uh,
sold .15.
the
Apparently
Prime
that's
Hunters.
that's actually part of the story too.
How was
Because
that part of the story?
at the end of Federation Forces, you see uh Silux, the blue
It's part
guy.
of it's part of the Prime storyline.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Hmm. Yeah. There's a cutscene at the
Stupid.
end that shows um Silux. I forgot what he was doing, but it was showing him doing something.
Absolutely asinine.
So 2 out of the 3 DS games actually have something to do with the series. Pinball's just pinball.
I wouldn't be surprised if Pinball had some lore in it. I mean,
I haven't
I
checked,
should not be the one
so
talking because if you want all the lore of Kingdom Hearts, you need to play a mobile game, 3 different DS games, a Melody game, and then 4 mainline franchise games. Yeah, I shouldn't be talking. Anywho, if that's all, we can move on to rumors. But before I move on to rumors, I really wanted to point out the elephant in the room. I wish there was an elephant standing there somewhere. I wish you could have spawned one in, but I don't think elephants exist in Minecraft. Um, 8 hours later.
Ah, crap.
8 hours later, and we don't have any sort of update for this abandoned
it's
game.
really shitty.
8 hours
They should at
later,
least do every hour updates. But
guys,
nope.
this is officially it's gonna be Silent Hill,
What? No.
or it's gonna be Metal Gear. One or the other. One or the other.
Now, here's an
Yeah.
interesting little tidbit. So I'm
Yes,
sorry, I'm
yes.
still looking up Metroidvania games.
Yeah,
Hollow
continue.
Knight has sold 2.8 million copies. Dead
Wow.
Cells, 5 million copies.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
lot.
Still can't get numbers on Axiom Verge, but that is now on everything, or will be on everything. It's got to be close to a million at least. It was 500,000 alone on Steam.
Hmm.
That's a lot. That's a lot of numbers.
So how come Metroid doesn't sell well?
I don't know. That's
Interesting. This is a very interesting topic, actually.
It
That
is. We
why
could
this
have a
game
whole
does
show
not.
on this. All right, we're
It
going
has
to
a
table this for now. Move
concentrated
on.
group that hasn't grown
Oh,
since
that's fair.
for a long time. I think
yeah, but
that's all it is.
over
It's
the
just like a
years,
certain
shouldn't it
group of
have picked
people.
up?
Well, what about
But
Ori?
that's nobody. I guess any new Nintendo people just don't look for a Metroid game, or don't even know it exists, maybe, at this point. Because there hasn't been a mainline one since the Wii.
That's fair. That's fair.
And there's been so many people who bought a Switch, but there's nothing there for Metroid. Unless you want to buy the Virtual Console versions of the old games. But then, again, the oldest games are only going to be sold to the people who played those games before. Nobody new is going to play it.
Ori and
It's
the
kind of
Will of the
sad.
Wisps has sold 2 million.
This is kind of sad. I'm feeling kind of sad.
It's okay. It's okay, guy. Alright, anyway.
Can I confirm something
Sure.
for the panel to just make sure this is true? Was Abandon shown at April's State of Play?
No.
This is a confirmed 100%.
Yes. It was
There
a
are
blog
people
post.
saying, okay, this is just a blog post, nothing else, right?
Yeah, it was just a blog post.
Okay, because people are saying that this was shown at the State of Play, and I do not remember this at all. I'm like, does anybody else remember this?
Not at all. So it didn't happen.
Nope.
Okay, all right. I mean, it could be a Mandela effect, you know.
It's not.
All right then. Okay. Secondly, the dude Hassan is requesting any interviews he's done. I love that elephant. Any interviews he's done, which is the one that he did with Ali Hub, the one in Saudi Arabia that he was gonna do. He wants it removed, and they removed it from their website or their area where they have their podcast or whatever.
Nice.
I don't understand any of this. I don't get it.
I don't care anymore.
I'm with Kevin.
Like, this game can come out and be the best thing ever, and I don't care anymore. This is the worst marketing for a game, and it deserves to sell exactly 0 copies at this point. Like, nobody should buy this, and just put it out there that, like, this is not how you market something. This is ridiculous. People have to, like, jump through hoops for nothing. And how the hell do you claim, when you have to make your own frickin' app on PlayStation to release a trailer, how do you then go, oh, we're having technical issues? Frickin' put the trailer on YouTube. The trailer's got to be done, right? Like, I don't know. None of this makes any sense. And, like, it's stalling. They have some sort of actual problem that's happening on their end that is making this game, like, sit in development limbo, I guess, because apparently this project was started in 2016, from what I read. Like, how does it take you 4 years to get to here?
Yeah.
See, now, this would be the reason why I want to buy this game then. Just because of how this was handled.
No.
I would 110% want this because of the way this was done, and I'm like, dude, this is insane. Like, okay, there was the Rickroll that got sent out on the fake Twitter handle today. If the actual company did that, I would have been ecstatic. I would have been so like, oh my god, are you kidding me?
Broken
what
human being. I don't know.
People have.
Okay, so let me get this straight, just real quick. Let me just get this real straight, real quick, with you, because if I remember correctly, you were upset that PlayStation has not confirmed that Horizon Forbidden West has been delayed, but yet you're okay with this. Explain how this makes sense.
I'll jump in on this. I would say those are completely different things, but I'm also upset that Sony hasn't said anything about this, being like, guys, we want to distance ourselves from this crazy man and this crazy game.
I mean, I think it's similar
because
concept,
they know what kind of money pit this thing is going to be.
What?
They don't want to distance themselves, meaning like in a good way. Sorry, I should have said like a.
That's
not a money pit. No.
Sorry, not a money pit. More along the lines of like what would you call this then? I don't know with English, man. I don't know English.
money
Apparently nobody else
pile? I
knows
don't
English.
know.
A money pile. There you go.
I don't know.
Um,
Not a
so what the
pit, I'll
heck?
tell you that.
Not a pit. Definitely
Okay.
not a pit.
All right. So money pile. I think they don't
There's a
want to.
phrase, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know English, man. Um, I don't think they want to distance themselves because of that specific reason. I think they see what kind of attention this thing is drawing. Whatever it may come out to be, it's a drawn enough attention where people will be like,
No, that's not true though. It's not whatever it comes out to be. If this is not Metal Gear, if this is not Silent Hill, and this is just some other game, it's dead before it even releases. Period.
then they know what they're doing. There is a complete reason why they're doing what they're doing. Then
and
they know
and
exactly
and
what they're
not
doing.
only that, people want it to be Metal Gear, people want it to be Silent Hill. It's only one or the other, so half the people who are like super hype are going to be disappointed anyways.
That's still
This
fine.
is this is not being handled well. This is poor marketing, and nobody should buy Abandoned because this is just an absolute joke at this point.
And to clarify the difference, listen, that's a completely different thing with Sony not responding to Horizon's delay when they don't even. This is based off of rumors coming out. At least they're updating their Twitter handle today to saying, "Hey, listen, there's a delay on this thing. We can't put it out." That's straight from Blue Box themselves. Sony and Gorilla both haven't said a single word, and it's been 2 weeks now since that rumored delay has been out. And now there's another rumor for State of Play to come out that says, "Oh, the rumor is going to be confirmed." There, I love that elephant, by the way. It's a
Thank
beautiful
you,
elephant.
Kevin. I don't know if you can see
Kevin,
it that well from where you're
yeah,
sitting.
Kevin, you should turn around and look at that.
Wow.
Though that's the major difference in how this is
I
being
mean,
handled.
also, this isn't a first-party exclusive.
I mean, not that we know of yet.
I swear to God.
Not that we know of yet. Listen, man. If this turns out to be anything else, which again, I don't have any hopes or aspirations. Whatever it is, I'm just in for a ride at this point. I was happy with
hope
the
it
Rickroll.
fails.
I'm good.
I hope it's there. I'm with Kevin.
I hope it fails.
I said this last time we talked about it, where I was originally on board, and I still kind of am, and I hope that people get what they want. But at the same time, I hope this is nothing. I hope it
No,
comes
I
out
hope.
and it's fucking trash. That's what I hope. Kevin, join
I
me.
hope.
Fill me with
Yeah,
hate right now. Fill it. Fill it.
I
Fill it up.
hope that this game, because it's being marketed as like a real-time survival sim or some shit, I hope it's recorded footage of people in like a 3 to 4 hour
Oh
gameplay
no.
experience, kind of like the Bunker. The Bunker
The
is a pretty
Quiet
solid
Man.
game too. Not the Quiet Man. We don't talk about that game.
First of all, Quiet
But
Man.
similar,
Don't
yes.
bring this up. Don't bring that up during this. It
But
deserves more
the bunker
respect.
the bunker was solid, and those people also made other games that I will check out
Does it?
whenever they're cheap.
Does it really?
Yeah. Um, but I hope it's a game like that. It has no connection to Silent Hill, no connection to Metal Gear. I hope all of this crap was just people being led around and a bunch of people just having fun with toying with people, and the game is just something way out in left field. And I hope the sales tank. I hope Konami and Hideo Kojima like suffer
Sue.
some sort of ramifications from this. No, not sue. That makes no sense. But I hope that they both get negatively impacted by this.
Now
And
hold on.
I just hope
Konami.
everything suffers because of this instance, because they have delayed things for seemingly no reason. This app has been delayed multiple times. The trailer has been delayed. It's still being delayed.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I hope. Let me do you one better, Kevin. I hope
Do it.
this is a remake of Silent Hill. And I hope that it's a remake in the game Dreams.
There we go.
So, because there is a dude who's remaking a Silent Hill 2, I believe, in Dreams. And I hope this is that. I hope it's some guys trying to get some kind of funding for his remake of Silent Hill 2 in Dreams. And then I hope
think you've already
Sony
got
comes
the
out.
funding if Sony is behind this and they posted it on their blog.
No, that's a lie. Everything's a lie. I believe nothing from the studio. I don't even think they're a studio. I don't care. I honestly, I'm getting to the point of you with Ubisoft. Except this person, it's just it's so
Hold on.
annoying.
hold on.
Okay, you're right. I take that back.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with you.
Nobody can get to my level with you.
I doubt that.
First
I doubt
of
that
all.
very much. I don't know if you knew this, but
Excuse
there
me?
was a swatting incident there. Remember that? That guy was way further than you are. I'm so sick of hearing about this. It's at this point, even if they're like, it is Silent Hill, I'll be like, this wasn't genius marketing. This failed. I know, like, any kind of press is good press, but at the same time, I and Kevin are now actively hating on this, no matter what it is. If it comes out and it's Infamous 3, I'll make the joke before you, Genesis. If it comes out and it's Infamous 3, I swear to God, I will be like, I've never liked Infamous. I will backtrack on years of me being a fan of Infamous. Because that's how much I fucking hate the stupid app and the stupid game that they're playing. It's stupid. I hate everything about this. I hate it so much. Kevin and I are going to frolic in the fields when this game comes out and everyone's like, oh, it only runs at like 20 frames a second because it's made by one guy who's been jerking off to all the trolling that he's been doing. Like, fuck off. It just sucks. It all sucks. Why would you put an app out? It all makes no sense. Oh my God, Kevin. Kevin, I feel like we're the only sane people in the world now.
It's pretty simple.
Shut up!
And let me tell you how this is gonna work.
Desunoto, what do you feel?
You know what?
What do you feel?
Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. So this app is going to start working. You know what the trailer is? It's actually a live feed. Desunoto's house. He's going to cook up some chicken.
Okay, hold on. Then I'm back in. The chicken trains are rolling. Desunoto, what do you really think about all this? Do you hate all of this? What are you with Genesis where you're like, I'm happy to see whatever it is?
It's all pretty stupid, but
perfect.
Maybe
Stop there.
They want it to be stupid.
There is no reason they would want this to be stupid.
Let me explain. Let me explain something here. Okay,
I'm gonna beat
live app.
the idiot with a shovel.
Don't
we've now been abandoned.
We've been abandoned. Yes.
At this point, when you do something like this, it's supposed to be fun. It's not fun anymore. It hasn't been fun for about a month when they were like, you know what? We're going to put out the app in a month. Like, even if it was like a prank and then like COVID interrupted like their plans for the prank or something like that, then they should have just canceled whatever this stupid prank is. Like, even if this is something, they took it too far. There's nothing that can be announced where if it was announced it's a Metal Gear Solid remake, people would be like, what? Like, I understand there would still be hype for it, but there are so many people who are just confused. Confuzzled, if you will.
Okay. Let me explain how this is going to work.
I swear to God, if you defend it, I'm killing you. Also, you never fixed the sign.
What? The sign fell off, too. I forgot about that.
You're gonna fix it now in the middle of the show? All right. Well, let's make it even. Let's make it even. There you go. Problem solved.
What the
Why would you do that? I'll fix it now.
No.
Actually, you know what? I know a quicker way. No, never mind. Kevin changed his signs.
Don't blow anything up.
All right,
Listen,
wait,
let me explain.
What do you got?
Let me explain how this is going to work. This live app that they've put out. This live app is not actually for a trailer. It is for the demo. This live app is going to turn into the demo like PT. Okay, this is going to turn into the demo that we've been waiting for either Metal Gear or Silent Hill. More probably leading towards Silent Hill than Metal Gear, based on the 5-second teasers that they put out of a man walking across the ground. Listen.
Honestly, that teaser trailer closer to the bunker than either of the games you've mentioned. But go ahead.
It's gonna be a actual live playable demo when this comes out. I feel like they're waiting for the state of play to happen. They're gonna release it during the state of play. Sony's gonna hype the garbage crap out of this shit to say that this is going to be whatever whatever it may be, Silent Hill, Metal Gear Remake, Abandoned, whatever it may be, because somehow, some way, they think they're super invested into this thing, okay? And listen, whatever this turns out to be, I am all aboard for it. This is the first and only time that I've seen people do something, take this far of an extent and do something like this. Every other company has done the exact same thing, except for when Kojima announced PT back in the day, and then it was a teaser for Silent Hill, and then only when you beat the secret ending of the entire game after searching for 18 hours on how to beat the game because nobody knew how to do it, because it had to take like a collaboration of like different streamers and everybody like that to understand. You gotta zoom into 8 different points. You have to lure a ghost, make sure you hear all the recordings, pick something up off the ground, and then you get to leave the house. Then you get the ending, and it says Silent Hill. Like, that is the only other time that I can think that something was
Yeah, and
taken
you know what
so
that turned
far to an
into?
extent. It
Nothing.
got canceled because of Konami. So the next thing I'm going to say, don't yell at Kojima, because Kojima, at this
Why?
point, listen, Kojima has nothing to do with this at this point. Konami, yes, has something to do with it, because if it is either the Metal Gear or Silent Hill franchise, they both belong to Konami. You can burn Konami building down, you can swat them, you can do whatever you want to them, but
You don't need to
Kojima
do
has
any of
nothing to
that.
do with this.
Oh,
And
okay.
you could probably burn Sony's building down, swat Sony, you can sue them if
Oh,
you
no,
want to,
no. I
whatever,
don't need any of that.
because they're the ones who started this up with the PlayStation blog post. They could have immediately shut all this down. They could have said, "Oh yeah, guys, we're gonna distance ourselves from this." They didn't want to. They clearly have some sort of stake in this nonsense that is saying, "Yeah, this is gonna be something," and that's why I'm interested in this, because if a multi-billion-dollar company is saying we're not going to distance ourselves from this, there's something in there that is going to say, okay, and I don't care if the marketing is done good, bad, terrible, mediocre, whatever it may be. It's if it's something that they want to do, it's got to be something in there. It's got to be something that's worth it. It's got to be something that's they're not going to invest money into that if it's not going to work out for them. They've gone down that path. PlayStation Wonderbook. Uh, what? God,
I have a
what are some
question.
other? Yes,
When do you think the app will be fixed?
I think it's indefinitely delayed.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be fixed until State of Play happens.
All right.
Are you making a list of the reasons you're going to kill me?
What? No. I asked a question, and I'm assuming you're going to address the state of play rumors and the rumors.
Yeah, sure. Let me move on to rumors since we've beat this topic to death.
I mean, this was
I
part of
just
a
want to throw
rumor,
one
I
more
thought.
thing in there
Oh,
real quick.
God. Oh,
All
Lord.
right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
All
forgot
right.
I made an
The
elephant,
most
Kevin.
fun, the most fun that I've had with the lead up to a game's release with whatever random crap a company has done. Halo 2, the I Love Bees ARG. That was fun. There's a lot of stuff that you could do there. A lot of secret stuff to uncover, and people were working on that day and night. There were forums dedicated to trying to figure out what the heck was going on. You had people going up to phone booths in the real world, waiting for them to ring to get like special messages, and they'd come back and tell us what the message was from like Cortana or whoever was talking. It was crazy. It was fun. It was awesome. The community was involved in it. This is a marketing ploy gone horribly wrong, and that's all I'm
How
going
many
to
years ago was
say.
that?
I don't know, whenever Halo 2 came out.
Over a decade, I would assume. Over maybe 2 decades.
2004? Right?
So
That
about
sounds about right.
3?
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
almost two
Somewhere around
decades, right?
there.
If something like that released today, nobody would be interested in doing it. People would call it
Oh, wrong.
something annoying to
Wrong.
do.
Wrong. Pokemon Go. Next question.
Yeah, it's dead.
No,
Pokemon
it's
Go is
not.
dead.
No, it's
You
not.
you
You're.
don't need to walk outside anymore. Everything can be done from where you sit
Now they've
because
updated it again because people were mad at them because the COVID restrictions were tightening and they were just letting loose on the app.
how many reoccurring players are Pokemon Go right now?
Am I Niantic? Why would I know that?
I don't know. You're searching things up before, so I figured you might have that answer handy with you.
Let me check.
With the way the internet is handled these days and how people are on the internet, I feel like nobody would want to do that.
Daily activities.
So there was an ARG for Lost. A bunch of other TV shows. Numbers apparently had one.
Live player count right now
Jericho
is
had one.
697,000. Jericho was canceled after one season. Do you remember when they said
Gravity Falls
nuts?
had an ARG.
You remember when they said nuts to those people? No? Alright.
No. The Black Watchman is a permanent ARG.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. I just looked up
Oh, is that part of the
ARGs.
show
ARGs
Watchmen?
No, it's something else.
Are you sure?
Yes. The Black Watchman.
From 2019 all the way down to about 2021 of July, they've gone from 105 million players down to about 71 million.
Oh.
To Pokemon Go.
Oh,
Black
71
Watchmen
million?
is part of the Secret World universe.
That's
30
okay.
million people have stopped.
So you're saying 71 million is not a lot? There's 4 of us here.
And out of the 4 of us, did anyone play it?
I never played it. Never downloaded the app.
Max daily players is usually anywhere about 5 to 6 mil.
What? That's a very big fan base.
Yeah, estimated current players right now 680,000.
It's a very big fan base still, I would say.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay. Kevin, how many people play the biggest PC game right now?
What is the biggest PC game?
Who freaking knows?
Kevin, a lot of people play Rainbow Six Siege, right?
Sure. Rainbow Six Siege concurrent players. Last 30 days, 51,000.
Okay. What were you saying?
That's at any one
That's
particular
not an
point in time.
ARG. That's not an ARG. What's another ARG that people play besides this?
I mean, neither is
Nobody,
Pokemon Go,
no.
technically, but
Pokemon Go is an ARG.
what?
You need to physically interact with the world, don't you?
Sure. It's not the ARGs that I'm talking about, but sure.
I do not know what argument is being presented anymore.
I don't either.
Because you said Pokemon Go is dead. We found out it has 81 million players, and you're saying it's still dead. So honestly, I don't know. I want to move on.
I said 60 to 70 million, not 81 million. 30
I'm
million
sorry.
less
I'm
than
sorry.
what
There was a lot of
100.
numbers you said, so. 60 to 70 million is not a lot of players. That game's clearly dead. Nobody's playing it.
The only thing I'm trying to say is that ARGs that involve basically promoting material have been used for years, and people enjoy it because there's hidden messages they gotta decipher, audio things you gotta play forward, backwards, slower, faster, and everything to get all the information out of those, and then you take that, and oh hey, that had like some sort of weird website link, let's go there, oh this is a new thing. It's interactive on a level that I don't know, you have to have like a team really set this thing up and have like a direction for it to go in, and there's usually some sort of storyline that is going on that leads into whatever the heck it is, a TV show, video game, whatever it is. It's more cohesive. I don't even know if that's the right word. Than what's going on with Abandoned, where you just have like, oh yeah, it might be a Silent Hill game, it might be a Metal Gear game. Oh, we don't know.
I just haven't seen anybody do something like this. That's all. besides PT. That was it.
And it did nothing. That game never came out. So I
If
don't
it
know.
was still alive, it would have been out. Fuck Konami, they killed it.
Yeah.
That wasn't due to marketing. That was due to a company making a stupid decision. Anyway,
I don't know.
how was it with marketing? How did that have anything to do with marketing with Silent Hill dying?
I mean, it never caught on for me. Oh,
But
cool.
this,
So you made a demo walking around in a freaking square over and over and random things change? Granted, Visage is basically the same thing, but it's like a full game. It actually has like a
but
start and an
correct.
end.
But PT has still gotten so much more attention than any of these horror games. That every horror game tries its best to copy that.
I don't know, man.
Now going to rumors. All right, ready? First rumor here. And I think this is the one that I would expect a little bit of discussion on just because it involves PlayStation Plus. So yesterday, Sony had finished acquiring Crunchyroll as part of their deal. So now they have Crunchyroll, Funimation, and Aniplex, basically all the anime partners in under one umbrella now, under Sony Corp. Apparently, there's plans to potentially offer Crunchyroll as part of a more expensive premium PlayStation Plus offering. I would assume this would include Funimation under that umbrella because I think they fused the two companies back together, which initially they had split, and now they're back under one corporate umbrella. I had mentioned this like a couple episodes, actually not a couple, a few episodes back, how I was expecting. I think it was maybe during one of our E3 predictions back. Where there might have been a more premium PlayStation Plus that would get announced, and it would offer like different things, similar to like how Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is, where it has Xbox Gold and then the Game Pass with it already. But I don't know what this monthly would cost. What are your guys' thoughts on this? I already know
Desunoto, you can
Adam.
go
What
first.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, Desunoto can go first. PlayStation probably went into rest mode.
Yeah, you
like
didn't touch
usual.
it always. I mean, I can talk a little bit about this. I don't care for anime like at all. I feel like I've been pretty
Right.
open about that. But this talks about how it would introduce like movie and TV shows. Remember that thing they were testing out in Poland?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
PlayStation Video or whatever.
Yeah, as long as it's an option, I might consider it. But at the same time, I have almost no reason to pay more for Plus. I try to get
My
Plus
other
for cheap as
problem,
possible, anyways.
right, and the other problem is, like you and I have many years stacked on Plus, how that's going to impact us.
I don't have as many as you do. I think mine runs out at the end of 2022.
You're a disgusting human being, Kevin. You have any
you.
thoughts on this?
Nope.
Alrighty then. Well, Desunoto ain't gonna come back anytime soon, so I'm going on the next thing.
He will be back in a moment.
The next one I got here is gonna be. Okay, this is a grain of salt one actually. I'll mention this one, but Rockstar.
Whatever.
Rockstar. Salt. No, that's salt sacrifice. Oh, welcome back, Desunoto. Desunoto, what are your thoughts on a PlayStation Plus with Crunchyroll and Funimation already attached in it?
It's a good option for anybody who streams their anime, and they should definitely keep the option without it because not everybody watches it.
I mean, you're a person who watches a lot of anime. I watch some anime.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it'd be good for people like us.
Yeah.
But I doubt they'd like take away just standalone.
I think they'd have tiers. Yeah, I think they'd have tiers. Mm-hmm. One tier would be PlayStation Plus, another tier would be.
I hope they don't
PS
have
Plus
tiers. There's no reason to cry over this.
Known Rockstar insider Yan2295 apparently answered a question on Twitter about seeing a GTA trilogy / remake. GTA trilogy remake / remaster. He responds, yes, take this with a grain of salt, however, it's not official. He just replied yes. He's a Rockstar Insider, Yan2295 on Twitter. He just said yes. I mean, yeah, grain of salt for this. But how would you guys feel about a GTA trilogy remake?
I would kill for a Vice City and like San Andreas remake, but I don't care about the original trilogy literally at all. But I think there was a report, I don't even know, that Take-Two has like 3 remasters planned to be released in like the next 2 years or something. Yeah, or re-releases. GTA 5 might even be considered in that, but oh no, never mind. I just looked it up. No, GTA 5 is not considered to be in that. So it's possible they could be rebooted or like remastering Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, and I would love that so much.
That'd be nice.
But it could be. And Take-Two owns a bunch, so it really could be anything. But I'd take some remasters of stuff, except the original trilogy. I don't like I said.
Kevin, any thoughts on this one?
GTA 1 and 2 are questionable games, at least by today's standards, because they were top down.
Yeah.
Real bad. I don't know what you would call it. Viewable area, like that you were zoomed in real far.
It
were like
it was
flooring
weird.
it in a car. Good luck avoiding things.
It's
going to end bad.
It's like playing one of those like little tabletop racing games from the top down. Where you get all confused and stuff. I didn't like it. I
mean,
it at all.
The game was still kind of fun to play at the time, but like unless you're gonna try to put that in the over-the-shoulder third-person like perspective, I guess not really over-the-shoulder in GTA, but with a third-person perspective, I don't see why you would remaster this game.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Desunoto, any
That's
thoughts?
my 2 cents,
though. I mean,
we never played Grand Theft Auto.
We only played, I think Vice City and maybe San Andreas, but
that was
So
yeah. I don't have any thoughts on the first, second,
those
and third.
would be cool. Like Adam said, those would be cool. Like 3.
I would love it.
San Andreas. So.
I would love it.
Okay.
But the first 2 would, feel like that just wouldn't be a good idea.
Unless they make it non-top down.
Unless they like remake it non-top down, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, though.
That's a ton of work. Okay, I got another one here, and this is the next one, I guess, that I was reading a lot about today. Sony event rumored for August 19th. It'll be announced tomorrow. This is by user James Jarvis. Rumors suggesting the next Sony State of Play will be announced tomorrow with the stream on August 19th. If so, I'd expect it to include Horizon, delay officially confirmed with new gameplay, Kenna's extended look, update on Gran Turismo, and a new surprise announcement. This is, of course, just a rumor and speculation. Nothing is confirmed, so let's see if today brings any news. If not, there's the abandoned teaser inside the PS5 app, which goes live tonight to look forward to.
That's it. That's my thoughts on that part of that. The other part...
On top of that, Daniel Ahmad also said, I think we're going to have another Black Myth Wukong style moment / reaction today. A lot of people thought he was talking about the abandoned tip, so...
Yeah, I agree with him. Oh, wait, it's the next day. I first of all, real quick, that Black Myth Wukong did not wow me. Alright? It looked hollow. It was very pretty.
How did that...
It was very pretty, but it looked empty. I'm sorry. I don't, everyone else was like, wow, this looks so good. I'm like, this looks jank. It just doesn't, it looks like a very small section of game that they worked to make very pretty, and then it played, and I'm like, I don't like any of this. It's also just not a type of game for me. And also, we haven't really seen much of it since. So, I mean, we'll see. That game coming out, that's a 7 right there. You can tell. That's like a Godfall. Looks like a 7. But for the rest of this, it's kind of strange for Sony to announce a conference for a week from now. They typically do like a couple days before, or they have been doing it.
2 days.
Yeah, they would have announced something today if it was going to be on Thursday, and I wouldn't expect them to announce something next Tuesday for next Thursday. If they announce it tomorrow, and it's for next Thursday, I'd be like, I would expect it to be a bigger conference, but I don't think they're doing those. So honestly, I don't know. I do think there is a state of play coming, this month. I would hope or assume, but I don't know. I just don't know.
Probably this month.
Thank you.
It's going to be centered around Silent Hill remake.
If it is this month, I would hope they tell us when the beta ends.
They're not going to tell us that. Why would you?
I don't. I didn't
say.
I didn't say that. I didn't say. I think it's going to be in the state of play. Please listen. Use both your ears.
You said you hope they would tell us, so that would mean that you would hope it's in the state of play. When they tell us. So why would you think they would tell us during the state of play, or even announce it on the blog during the state of play?
Because they would say, "Hey, this update that millions of you are waiting for, and a lot of you don't follow our blog and aren't aware of our beta program. You do watch these." That would be one reason.
No, that's coming in December.
No.
If I'm right on that,
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, and I mean, like, you want to be right so bad. I hope you're right for your sake, because December's super far away. I don't care. I'm not getting an SSD for a while. I don't think they would announce a beta now and then push it all the way out to December. I don't know how the hell you've gotten to December. You went from October to December. You skipped November. What happened?
Because I've been in the beta before, man. One of the betas.
I hope all your predictions are true when they definitely affect us in the worst ways. That's what I hope. Whenever you have a crazy prediction that hurts us in the feels, I hope they're true. Because assume the worst, expect the best. Or hope for the best, or whatever the hell it is. Kevin, you know. Kevin got it. I think that update would come in September at the latest. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I hope you're right. I already said. But yeah, I mean, it'd be cool if there's a state of play this month. I'll be excited. Upset about the Horizon delay. Good thing I never made any bets about that. Speaking of never making any bets about that, Kevin, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna getting some nutties on you. But anyway,
Kevin's gonna eat me out of house and home, guys.
What do I think about what now? I missed like the entire rumor.
It doesn't matter.
The Sony State of Play being announced for tomorrow on the 19th.
I think that
What?
the mystery thing, the mystery reveal or whatever, is going to be that Abandoned was actually just exactly what it was. It was a game project getting hyped and then abandoned.
I think the Abandoned app is just a state of play app now.
I think. Actually, that's not a bad prediction.
No, God, for the love of God.
But I think they're gonna announce that Horizon's coming this year.
Oh, I'm with Desunoto on this. I know for a fact that we are wrong, but I, in my heart, want to believe. So I'm okay with being wrong on this. We're gonna have to change my name to Always Wrong.
Yep.
Yeah,
they've done these surprise things before. That's definitely been super positive.
I would love it. No, I would love it.
Let me tell you what it's going to really be about. Okay, let me tell you.
Okay, tell us.
So, Horizon delay till March 2022. Okay.
March.
March.
Why March?
Listen to me. Listen. Just shut your mouth and listen to me for a minute. March 2022, due to many issues, and they are looking to give the most perfect type of game possible. It's going to be a 10 out of 10.
What issues do they have now?
Listen, they have to optimize for the PlayStation 4 because poor people can't afford the PlayStation 5 and they got to play on PlayStation 4. So, you
Where did
know,
Kevin go?
broke people. You know,
I want everyone to refer to me as Hannibal now.
because you're on an elephant? Is that why we want to refer? Because we're on an elephant? Hannibal, are you listening to my spiel here? Because
I am.
this is pretty important.
I'm ready to march on Greece. Rome? I don't remember which
Yeah,
one it was.
March on Rome. I think it's March on Rome. Um,
Yes.
Abandon is going to be revealed to be Silent Hill. It is going to be coming out early next year. It has been in development for so long, and it's going to look amazing. And Kojima's leading the project, and blah blah blah, all that good stuff.
What if it comes out next month?
If that's the case, this would be official Year of Dreams 3.0. What her Gran Turismo isn't going to get shown off with a lot of the cars. Probably a good release window. Kind of is going to get shown off with a couple of things and say, okay, we're ready for September release. What is he doing flying?
I found Kevin.
Were you looking for him the whole time?
Uh-huh. He's right there on the elephant.
My name's Hannibal now. All right.
I get it. Hold on.
Hannibal, yes, yeah, absolutely. And they're gonna announce that the PlayStation software is gonna be updated in December because some of the beta invites are still going out as we speak, so it's gonna be December time. So good luck, guys. Get your SSDs now and start praying. What is he doing up there?
Oh, he's giving me a saddle.
Well, didn't they confirm that it was supposed to be in the summer?
They just said that the function would be open in the summer, which that's technically true. It's open because in the beta people can access the SSD slot.
But it's not open
So
for everyone.
no, and they didn't specifically say everybody. They just said we'll have more details about it during the summertime, and they said we're looking to target a summer release for opening up that SSD drive. So it's open.
Maybe next month.
I don't think it's next month. With the invites still going out, that's the thing. People are still getting their invites.
Well, I mean, people could still beta test it.
No, because once it goes into full retail, why would they send invites still? That doesn't make any sense. So if they're still sending invites, it's going to be further than September, October. It's probably going to be like November, December when we actually get this update out. Because people are now saying that you can use like lower than the recommended SSD slots and probably reporting that if they're using those kind of things. So I would assume they're going to take as much information as they can out of this if that's what they use the beta tests for.
I'm sure you could use lower ones. It's just not going to work as well as the higher speed ones.
Apparently, the only difference is about 1 or 2 seconds difference on loading. Nothing crazy. So, any other things coming out of State of Play? Probably, maybe things coming out next year. Maybe more updates on those, like more better timeline updates. If they release Horizon next year in March, probably a push to Gran Turismo when that's going to come out. Maybe another push of like God of War when that's going to come out. Things like that. That's going to be in the State of Play if it's a bigger State of Play announced in 19. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Glad nobody listened to that. Going to the
We
next
all
one
listened.
Yeah.
now. I don't want to hear your lies. PlayStation Germany apparently confirms that PS5 version of GTA 5 running at 4K 60 FPS. This is off of the PlayStation blog in Germany?
All right. Sure.
Oh.
Why not?
It says rumor as a tag. Weird. Okay. Interesting. All right. PlayStation did a PlayStation Germany did a must-play games of the second half of 2021 list on Twitter, and Horizon 2 is not on it. Release is 2021.
Coming out in Germany in 2022. That's the delay. Everywhere else, 2021.
There we go. Nailed it.
I
Honestly, could be a
honestly
real thing.
believe that it's not delayed.
I think Germany's
And that'll
delayed.
be the surprise announcement.
It's delayed.
That would make everybody instantly happy again.
Well, yeah, wouldn't it be funny if they're like, it's not delayed, and then as we get closer, they're like, all right, it is delayed. Oh, man, I would. Oh, man, I don't even know. I would lose it.
How would that be funny?
Can you imagine my scream for that one?
It'd be double. It'd be double
I
what
would.
you already said.
I would. Oh my god! I would. Oh, it would last twice as long. I would lose it.
Apparently 90 minutes of Age of Empires 4 gameplay is leaked out.
Nice.
Great.
I'll link this. Well, I'll send it to Kevin if you want to see that later, Kevin.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon Classic Edition has been rated by the ESRB coming to PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Stadia, Xbox One, and Xbox Series.
Look at that.
No Switch, huh?
Is that a
Switch.
rumor?
That's a rumor. I'm literally shooting. I'm literally just bullying these off because you guys are just giving me one-word comments.
Well, I mean.
Well, these are one-word rumors.
That sounds like
so.
a thing.
That's why I'm going like that. When you hear a substantial one, you can just stop me.
Okay, got it.
Ni no Kuni Crossworlds is reportedly coming to PC. They made a third game of this. This is a third version
game?
of.
Hold on. I only knew about
I thought
two.
only I only know about the first and the second. What the heck is Crossworlds? Oh, it's an iOS and Android game. Okay, it's a mobile game. That's why we never heard about it. That's why.
Got it. Okay.
Sucker Punch supposedly doing something with the Select Cooper series. It was on a 4chan board, but now the link's
Did we
gone.
talk about this last week?
Yep.
We did. I don't think I had a link that time, and maybe
okay,
I had it on something on Reset Era, but this is 4chan this time.
Got it.
Let's see. Oh, according to Sheepshill Nick on the latest episodes of Xbox Era podcast, he says that there might be a 2D Prince of Persia in development at Ubisoft.
I think that would just be that remake one, but even though it's in 3D, it looks so bad it looks like it's in 2D.
Wait, no, please. I would love to play a 2D Prince of Persia.
I bet you would.
I would. Prince of Persia is so good.
I don't know about that one.
I hope that's true.
I don't want to play as a monarch, you know what I mean? Like, why is he special? Because he was born into a rich family? Screw him. Not playing as him.
Alright. Duke Nukem Begins. Unseen footage has been leaked.
Linked me?
Yeah, it is.
Cool game. Yeah.
It was a prequel game for a Duke Nukem that was canceled, and a trailer leaked for it.
Did you say abandoned?
That is a word we can use normally, where it's not referencing a Hassan game, alright?
I'm talking about Silent Hills?
No.
Oh, God. Okay, alright.
Kojima sucks.
No.
The game wasn't abandoned. It was actually
again. Why is that word coming back up again? Abandoned. What's going on?
It got owned by legal disputes.
Oh, I see.
Rip. Nobody can make a Duke Nukem game anymore, so it's fine.
Good.
Oh. Okay. let me talk about this one. This is apparently an update on Bethesda opening up a new studio. This is a couple of different parts, so just bear with me here.
Okay.
Artifact is not the name of the potential studio in question, but instead Artifact is doing a documentary on Skyrim's 10th anniversary. If this whole rumor is true, we will probably hear it announced at QuakeCon, if I had to guess, or at least maybe E3 2022. So this recent rumor, this is the second tweet now, so the recent rumor seems to be blowing up, so let me clarify. I did not hear this from one of my standard sources, I did hear it from numerous people, some fairly trustworthy. The source of this actual rumor is a dev in conversation slipped up and mentioned this. Tweet number 3. If the rumors I heard are true, then we might get some long anticipated remakes / remasters that will be what the studio focuses on. And then to summarize this, the studio is rumored. The studio is the rumored Fallout studio that will focus on making new games in the Fallout franchise, as well as remakes, remasters of older Fallout games such as Fallout 1, 2, 3 New Vegas. It will be a rumored studio that will focus entirely on remakes, remasters of large catalog games from Bethesda, such as Ark's Fatalist, the Fallout series, Quake series, Elder Scrolls series, Rage, Dishonored, Wolfenstein, etc. The new studio creating new IPs that aren't connected with other existing franchises. That was a lot.
Okay, Arx Fatalis did not do well. I'm fairly certain. I've played that game. It's jank to control, but a really good idea. We need to remaster it because I think you can do better. Um, but anyway, I forgot half of what you said.
So to summarize it in really small detail here, this is a studio
Right.
apparently that Bethesda is opening up for strictly remakes of big, large catalog games that they've made. This studio is
Right.
also going to be responsible for making new IPs that are not connected with other existing franchises.
That's a big
Right.
studio.
So I remember some of the other things you said. Bethesda they brought up Quake. Unless Bethesda now owns all of Quake, which they
Which,
could.
do they not?
Actually, no, they would have to, right?
They,
Don't they
Oh,
have
they
okay.
do.
Nextdoor?
Yes, they own Quake.
Okay. So then, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna remaster. Remaster Quake 3 Arena. Do that.
I feel like you bring that up every week.
Because freaking Quake 3 Arena is
I
one of the
know.
best multiplayer games out there. Wolfenstein Enemy Territory is the best, and they should just freaking remaster that already. But um, so I mean, this sounds legit. I hope it happens because there's some good things they could bring back. Will they bring them back? Probably not. But there's some good things they can bring back here. Um, and then there was some Skyrim 10th anniversary thrown around. I swear to God, if they try to make Skyrim be like the next Will It Run sort of thing, like Will It Run Doom and how that's real funny because like basically anything in the world can run Doom somehow, and they try to do it with Skyrim now, I'm gonna flip out. We don't need any more versions of Skyrim.
I mean, if
We
you put
don't need it on
Skyrim on
any
a
other
TI-84
platforms.
calculator, then
Oh
maybe it'll
man,
run on there.
I feel like it's not something that can run on everything because it barely ran on things when it came out. So
uh, that's basically all I
Okay.
got.
Anybody else got anything? That was a pretty big rumor.
nah.
Okay.
I was gonna, and then I was like, I don't care, so I stopped.
All right.
It's
Maybe
good.
you might care about this one. Okay. Um, would you have any idea or any desire to see the Arkham style be combined with Power Rangers?
It's a serious question.
I am asking you. That is a serious question.
No.
So you wouldn't want to see a Power Rangers game, but be an Arkham style combat.
I don't know how to tell you this, but Power Rangers are dumb.
All right. Anybody else want to see that at all? Am I the only one that would want to see that?
It could be cool, but you know how many games came out after Arkham and were Arkham styled, but didn't feel like Arkham? The only one that kind of felt like Arkham was Spider-Man, but it felt like Arkham, but in the sky, and it felt like Spider-Man, so it was okay. Everything else was just a generic knockoff, and also, I mean, I'll be the first to admit, wow, this Power Rangers game is fun if it comes out and it's cool. But also, it's Power Rangers. I liked it when I was young. I look at it now and I go, this is stupid.
I appreciate your words of wisdom any day, Sensei. Anybody else have any thoughts on this? All right. Well, that was the rumor. Apparently, there's there's concept art for a AAA Arkham-style Power Rangers game that was released by an ex-Saban employee.
Who?
Saban, Sabin, Sabin? Is that how I don't know how you pronounce it. Saban, Sabin.
How's it spelled?
Saban.
I guess it would be Saban, wouldn't it? Saban made the Power Rangers film.
Saban is the one who owns them.
Yeah. Alright.
Yep.
Good talk.
Okay. Take-Two's conference slides have previously detailed what 6 iterations of previously released titles were. So these are titles coming in the fiscal year of 2022. There are 3 unannounced titles. They have NBA, they have WWE, they got Tiny Tina's Wonderland, they have Ali Jolly World, they have Grand Theft Auto, they have Grand Theft Auto Online, they have Kerbal Space Program, and then 3
You say Ali Jolly World? Is it Ali World? You mean?
Oh, that looked like a J from here.
Okay. Alright. I was like, wait a minute. Ali Jolly World.
What's the Ali World?
It's a game. I don't know. I've heard of it. I don't know it. I think it's about. Is it like a skateboarding game or something? Like a. Kevin, you know. Kevin knows. Ask
Thank you
Kevin.
for pointing out that it's a game. I would have never guessed that's what it was.
Kevin knows. Ask Kevin.
No, it's okay. I've got my answer. I appreciate it.
If Kevin doesn't know, he'll make something up.
Kevin, you don't need to answer. It's okay. Adam has given me the most complex answer I could ever hope for. I am now enlightened beyond belief that I now know that it is a game. Thank you very much, Adam, for your enlightening input.
Yeah, you're very welcome. I'm glad you understood it. I was nervous you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, me, my dumbfounded brain. Yeah, I don't know how to read. I thought an I was a J for a second. So next thing you know, I'm gonna think,
Hold on. You thought the I was a J, but you said Ollie.
Ollie, Jolly.
So you read the I twice. One says an I and one says a J.
Okay, the I at the end of the word I thought was a J.
Yeah, but you also read. If you only saw it as a J, you would have said Al. Jolly.
All right.
Al
Again,
Jolly.
I appreciate you, looking at the absolute stupidity that I am. Thank you for pointing out how dumb I am.
Of course.
I always appreciate your enlightening conversations. Thank you very much for pointing out what a dim-witted numbskull I am. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think the only one I didn't talk about last week was apparently Dead Space is slated for a late 2022 release according to Jeff Grubb. If development goes to plan. Alright,
they must have done a good chunk of the game already then.
If that's the case, yeah. I don't know how much of the game they've actually done. Judging from the teaser, it doesn't look like much. Wow. Fragilities, thanks for following us on Twitch. Appreciate it.
Wow, why? What an idiot.
Oh no.
Alright guys, that's wrapping up for this week.
You didn't mean that
again.
Fragility.
Real quick.
Yes.
In case anybody was wondering, the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind can run Doom within it.
I was wondering. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely. Adam definitely wonders a lot of those intellectual ideas like that, like whether something can run Doom or not. The same way he understands that I am beyond saving when it comes to my intelligence, so he just decides to spell everything out for me in the most obvious way
Of course,
possible.
of course.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like this? E is for elephant.
I didn't even know elephant started with an E. I thought it started with an X.
That's his elephant.
So, no, actually, it's pronounced catharsism. Um,
What?
we'll see you guys next week. Again, crafting a chat. Same time, same place. Join myself, Adam, Kevin, Desunoto, twitch.tv/crafting a chat, youtube.com/starting too late. We'll see you guys next week
And
if
check out the
I'm not
shorts I've
dead from
made.
stupidity. Yes, check Starting Too Late's shorts. Adam's put up a lot of nice shorts on there. Real good quality content, much better than this garbage that we've been running. And if I'm not dead from stupidity by next week, we'll see you guys here next week. Everybody take care. Be
If there's
safe
a
out
state of
there.
play on Thursday, we might do a special.
Yeah, as long as I don't die in a car crash from stupidity. We'll see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Alright, bye. Stupid motherfucker.